Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Math with Gustavus. In this lesson, we'll be adding mixed numbers and whole numbers. There are several methods that can be undertaken. However, in this lesson, we'll be focusing on two methods. One, where we convert the whole numbers to fractions and convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Afterwards, we add them. Then, closer to the end of the lesson, I'll do another method, which is much quicker. This one I recommend for persons who are more advanced at adding fractions. Let's jump right into the lesson. Now, for method one, what we're going to do is to convert the whole numbers to fractions. If you look at this question closely, you see that we have a whole number of 3. So what we're going to do is divide 3 by 1. In doing so, it is now converted to a fraction. So it's 3 over 1. Then we put back our operator, which is 3. Step 2 is to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So let's do that. I have done extensive work on converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. If you have not seen those videos, take the time out and watch them in your spare time. Now, 1 1/3 can be converted to 3 times 1, which is 3 plus 1, which is 4. That's 4 over 3. Now we have two fractions. Here we're going to add these two fractions. Whenever we're given two fractions and the denominators are unlike, we need to find a common denominator. The common denominator of 1 and 3 is just 3. So let's write that. So the common denominator is 3. So we put our denominator as 3. After we have done that, we are going to divide. We're going to divide 1 into 3, that would be 3. Then we multiply 3 times 3, which will give us 9. Then we put back our operator, which is addition. Afterwards, we're going to divide again. 3 into 3, that goes 1 time. Then we multiply 4 times 1, and that will give us 4. Now we'll add 9 and 4. 9 and 4, that will give us 13. And then we put back our common denominator, which is 3. As you can see right here, 13 over 3 is improper, and improper fractions can be converted to mixed numbers. So it's 3 into 13, that goes up. That goes 4 times, and that will leave us with a remainder of 1. And then we put back our denominator of, which is 3. So the answer for this one is 4 1/3. Or as an improper fraction, 13 over 3. So that's it for the first example. Let's now focus on the second example. In the second example, we have 2 and 4 over 5 plus the whole number 4. The first step is to convert the whole number to a fraction. We simply do this by dividing the whole number by 1. So it's 4 over 1. Afterwards, we convert our mixed number to an improper fraction. We do that by multiplying the denominator by the whole number, which is 5 times 2. That will give us 10. And then we add that product to the numerator, which is 4. So it's 10 plus 4, which is 14 over 5. Now, since our denominators are different and we're adding, we need to find a common denominator. The common denominator in this case would be 5. Whenever we are finding a common denominator and one of them is 1, it is simply the next one, which is 5. All right, so comparing 5 and 1, it will just always be the next one when one of them is 1. So let's divide now. So 5 into itself, that goes 1 times. So we're going to multiply 14 by 1, which will give us 14. Then we're going to divide now. 1 into 5 rather, that goes 5 times. So that's 4 times 5, that will give us 20. So here we have 14 plus 20, which is 34. And now we divide that by 5. Now 5 into 34, that goes 6 times, and we'll be left with a remainder of 4. And then we put back our common denominator, which is 5. So our final answer here is 6 and 4 over 5, or 34 over 5 as an improper fraction. This method that we have just used is for persons who are just starting out and don't fully understand how to add fractions. Up next, we're going to move on to another method which is way more efficient. This is for persons who are doing more advanced math, and let's say you're doing a speed exam such as SAT and GRE. Let's now move on to the next method. All right, guys. For the next method, it's very important to know that mixed numbers can be expressed as a whole number and a common fraction. Well, in most cases, it will be an improper fraction. What do I mean by that? Let's look at example 3. Now, 6 is a whole number, as you can see, right? 6 is a whole number, so let's write about that. Now, 11 and 2/3, that can be expressed as a sum of the whole number, which is 11, and the common fraction, or more specifically, the improper fraction, or the proper fraction rather, which is 2/3. So again, mixed number can be expressed as a whole number plus a common fraction, and that common fraction is normally a proper fraction, not improper fraction. So that was a mistake I made earlier. After we have separated or rewritten the mixed number as a combination of a whole number and a common fraction, we can now add the whole numbers. So let's add the whole number. It says 6 plus 7. We could put a parentheses around them. So it's 6 plus 11, rather, that will give us 17. And then we can add the 2/3 back. All right. So if we add 17 and 2/3, that is simply 17 and 2/3 as a mixed number. Pretty easy, right? So it's very good to know that mixed numbers can be expressed as a sum of the whole number and the common fraction. All right, very essential to know, especially if you're doing a speed exam. Let's try that again with example 4. So here we have 2 1/4. 2 1/4 can be expressed as 2 plus 1/4 plus 5. We can simply add the whole numbers here, but I want to group them. All right, so it's 2 plus 5 plus 1/4. So let's add our whole numbers. So that would be 2 plus 5, that will give us 7. And then we had our 7 to the quarter. And 7 to the quarter, that will give us 7 and a quarter. All right, so it's pretty simple. This can be done in one step, or it can be done by you just simply looking at the question. All right, so let's do one more like that, and then that should conclude this topic for today. So right here we have 7 1/3. Now 7 1/3 can be expressed as 7 plus 1/3 plus 11. So let's group our whole numbers. Our whole numbers are 7 and 11. And then we put back our common fraction, which is a third. So let's add 7 and 11. 7 plus 11, that will give us 18. And then we plus back the 18 with third. And 18 plus a third is just 18 and a third. So it's very convenient sometimes, based on how the question is structured, to know that mixed numbers can be separated using addition. Now, number 6 is for you. This is when you show to me that you understood what I have done here. Ensure that you work the question, choose, maybe work it using both methods, and to see if I can get back the same answer. When you have done that, kindly share your answers in the comment section. And don't be selfish, guys. Share it with your friends, your colleagues, your students, your neighbors, your classmates, everyone. Ensure that they get the opportunity to learn math with Gustavus. Thank you very much for viewing, and please come back again. This is just the start of great things. All right, so thank you very much for viewing, and see you again soon. Bye-bye from Math with Gustavus.